Bonsoir to everyone, and thank you for watching us today. So we are going to prepare something that is not that I used to do long time ago, but it's long time actually that I don't prepare. So it's a tiramisu, and since it was a request, I believe a couple of weeks ago, I will satisfy your eye with our cooking class. So starting with the main ingredients, which will be egg yolk, sugar. This sugar was basically the custard sugar. I just blended to make a little bit more thinner. Will help as well the paling of the egg yolk. Cocoa powder, Savoiardi biscuit, of course coffee, bit of whipping cream, and mascarpone cheese. Okay. This is actually what we need for the only ingredient we need for the tiramisu. One of the ingredients that actually you can use as well would be the marsala fine, which is fortified wine, or you can use as well some liquor like amaretto, or you can use as well some Kahlua liquor, but as per basic I used to use the marsala wine. Okay, so I will start to work with my egg yolk. And sugar. Let's go. Do we have the kitchen aid here over here? And I just start to work with the sugar and egg yolk until it gets paste. It will take a bit, just to get it ready. So meanwhile, what I'm gonna do is I will start to prepare the whipping cream. Any questions so far?
No.
So cross finger, today we're gonna hit some tiramisu. You can see it start to pale, cream, start to whip it. The reason why it's increasing the volume is because any substance which contains fat has the capacity to englobe the hair inside. So this is the reason why it start to pale. What I'm using over here is whipping cream, no, and it's exactly the same as the mascarpone cheese. We categorize the whipping cream as a double cream, no, and the mascarpone cheese technically is a cream more thick. So it's not a real cheese. It's like we call it like a triple cream, no? Go. Almost done. It's there. As you can see, it's quite solid, right? Then I will start to add my mascarpone. It doesn't look so great, but can you open for me, please? If I really want, I can just simply use mascarpone. Mr. Khalid is here with us.
Very nice.
Good evening, Mr. Khalid.
Keep my portion, huh?
Yeah, for sure. This is your plant. I don't know why. When I start to do it something sweet, everybody gets excited. If I do something that is savory, there is very less interest. I believe there's a lot of people that are addicted to sugar. Now that our zavaioni is almost ready, no? We need to incorporate the two elements all together. I will just double check that it's thick enough and it's not really runny. We're almost there, maybe we cook a little bit more. It will not take really longer. Imagine if I used to do this one with the normal whisk, it would take a really long time. Because the synthetic energy or the cinetic energy is not the same as your machine, right? So it helps itself really a lot to have this kind of machine. So we start to open the packet of the savoiardi biscuit, and I will make sure that just a second, I'm changing my glass first. I will make sure that in my coffee there is as well sugar. You can use caffè mocha, which is the classic caffè that is made by coffee powder. We have a classic machine, we call it machine caffè mocha, and is the one actually you can find in any Italian home. Or you can use the simple, good afternoon, the simple espresso machine, or you can use like instantaneous, like Nescafe, which is a soluble coffee. Okay? As long as the coffee is quite strong, right? And because this is the main ingredients, the main ingredients that you need for that tiramisu. So you need to have a strong flavor, right? Now that I'm ready with my zavaion, beautiful. will start to incorporate the cream and mascarpone cheese. Tiramisu, usually you keep you just keep like overnight once it's ready to set on the fridge, because as you can see the mascarpone cheese with the zabayon, it's quite liquid, right? It's not really it's not really firm, so it's better to keep like a day in the fridge before to consume.
So someone is asking, can you make tiramisu without the machine or no?
Well, as I said before, yes, you can do it. It takes a little bit time because you need to have more amount of body energy, right? Because one thing you use the machine is the speed of the machine is quite fast, so the cinetic energy is more strong than a normal energy that is coming from a human body. But you can, of course. My grandmother used to do the tiramisu with a machine, so it's easy. I mean, need to be strong, but it's easy. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do, we're going to just put a little bit of sugar in our coffee, right? Make sure that our coffee is here ready. Now we start with the process. So I will simply add the sabayon with the mascarpone cheese on my container. You can use whatever you like. I mean, you can do your tiramisu and then place on a simple glass. You know, if you really think that is too heavy, this one, and you want to go outside from your eating outside of the house with some friend in the countryside, just place on the aluminum container. Tiramisu is quite is the set that go wherever you like to go. You know, so it can be the set which can be presented in a fine dining version, or can be just a simple set which can be presented as a family style. So you can impress your guests, or you can just eat with the family and impress with the flavor just the family. So now what we do with the savoiardi, which we call it in English is calling lady finger, right? So I will just place the lady finger. And one by one, I have to do these things one by one. I will count at least around say 6-7 seconds, right? If your coffee is it's a little bit warm, it will help to absorb from the biscuit. If the coffee is not really warm, it's simply it takes a little bit longer until it gets absorbed. And it's important as well that this process you do don't rush. I mean, don't put like 3-4 biscuits in the same time. Just do it with love, little by little. Place your biscuit on the zabayon. because if you will soak too much, your biscuit automatically will take, doesn't have this kind of texture that has a little bit of crunchiness, no? So you want to keep a little bit crunchiness on the biscuit. And do consider as well that some of the liquid it will take from the fat of your zabayon and mascarpone cheese. So as I said before, I could use a little bit of Kahlua or whiskey or something that is component that contain alcohol. And if the whiskey would be like, if the container of alcohol would be like a Legor, I would add it directly to the mascarpone and the zabayon. If the liquid would be something which would be more fluid, I would add a little bit on there, directly on there. And doesn't have a fluid, I mean that doesn't have a little bit much sugar contents, I will add directly on the coffee. This you consider is a basic for us, for Italian. I mean it's something that everybody, most of the people know how to do that. Unless you don't like to cook, of course, there is some people that actually doesn't really know, of course. But if you know how to cook, in Italy is one of the basic dish, dessert. Any questions so far?
No.
I think tonight I'm gonna have some overdose of sugar and coffee for sure. So most probably tomorrow I'll come already at work already tired. Now what we can do, we just put another layer of mascarpone cheese. What you can do as well, you can do just a little bit like this to set a little bit more your biscuit, your Savoyon with mascarpone. We're gonna add the last layer of biscuit and then we cover again with the mascarpone cheese. Usually I just place the other part as a crosswise, same technique that I'm using when I'm doing lasagna. We're almost there. This biscuit you can find also in the market. It's not really difficult to find. Oh. When I used to do the tiramisu, I always have some of my colleagues, they're just waiting that some leftover remaining, you know. So, and I believe here there is Chef Jaya, which is one of my colleagues. He's always waiting for me. Right, Jaya?
Sure.
We go. Here we are. So, perfect. So I'm gonna place the other side on. Then we go to pastry. Spread all over equally. The final part will be to clean nicely. Then the best would be to set in the fridge for 24 hours to get done it's cold, and then place the cocoa powder. But just finish for you anyway. I can still put some extra cocoa powder, it will taste always good. So, hope you enjoy the view, and thank you so much for watching us again. So we'll see you on next Thursday. We'll try to get some other something different. If you have something on mind, please just let us know. We will be our pleasure to assist you with a customized virtual cooking class. And thank you again. Have a nice evening, and see you soon.